Hey guys, it's Sharon with Chalk Couture. Today we're going to make, so I don't know if you remember this, but back a month or so ago, maybe not quite, I had made this design. So this is made with our 18-inch round circle, which I absolutely love. And it comes with this cute little burlap to hang it on the wall. So, and it says there's no place like home. So I had made this and my husband said that it looks Christmassy. So I thought that I would summer it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this design because it's gorgeous, but I'm going to flip it over because I have a blank canvas there. So, I think I'm going to try to keep the burlap here. And I'm just going to go over it. Actually, I need to find, this transfer. I'm not sure what I did with that. So hang tight. Let me go look for it. Okay, I'm in luck. I found it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Let me go ahead and do this. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna use this, which I've never used before. These are called pattern blocks. And you have 4 different patterns. You have a wood pattern, you have flowers, you have dots, and you have little crosses. Hey Cindy, so let me go ahead and open this up and we'll get started. My office is a bit of a mess. I have been, gosh, just so busy with so many things. I spent the whole day arguing with, or not arguing with, but dealing with Walmart because I had ordered a porch swing and from Walmart.com and it came with missing parts. So I had to call them, I had to wait an hour on the phone, and then they transferred me to like 4 other different people, and then I had to wait another hour. And I finally got through, and they're going to send out the parts, but now I have to wait another whole week. So I'm really ticked off about it. So that has delayed me from doing a lot of things today. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this up. We're going to use the little flowers. Okay, Cindy, what are you up to today? Is it a work day for you? Okay, I need to grab some white chalk. We're going to be working with Bumblebee, but I also need to grab some white, and then I'm going to open my window because I'm really hot, so hang tight, don't move. Okay, so let me put this down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So you guys can see that this is, you just got done working, now watching tornadoes. Oh, Cindy, where do you live? Because I had heard that there were tornadoes out that way. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over. And we're gonna start with this part. There's no place like home. Hey, Emily. All right, so let me grab some squeegees. And I need a bigger squeegee for the home parts. Okay, so we want to make sure that we space this exactly right. So I think this looks pretty good. All right, so let me just take, hey Michelle, oh, you're new to this. Yes, this is a kit that you buy. For $99, you can get everything that you need to start a business or just for hobby. And it's really, really fun. So you want to make sure that you're watching. So I think this looks pretty even. Maybe I can put it up just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do the home part later so that I can bring it up a little bit closer. Okay, so see, that's ink. I don't want to use that. Here's my white. Okay, here we go. I wonder if this is a new one. It is pretty full. Let me go grab a different one. Hang on. Okay, let's see what we have here. I haven't really used the white in a while, so that one just needed to be stirred up a little bit. Okay, let me grab my stir stick here. And we want to stir this to a yogurt-like consistency. Hey, Denise and Sarah. Thanks for joining. Okay. I've got a bit of a headache today. All right, so this looks pretty good. Okay, so here, actually I think I'm gonna use the small squeegee for this top portion. All right, so we just wanna grab a little bit of chalk, and it's real easy to just chalk it up. And you want to make sure that you grab all the excess. And then you also want to make sure that you grab the transfer as soon as you're done. Let's see, Michelle, you said, cool, you've seen a couple of my videos, wasn't sure where someone started, so now I know. Yes, so you want to make sure that you go to my website to join. And my website is it's actually chalkinwithshae, and that's CHALKN with Shae, SHAE. And Chalk Couture is spelled COUTURE. All right, so now moving on. Okay, so I want to make sure that I get this dried just exactly right. So we're going to use a little dryer here. And oh gosh, I don't have any. Ouch. Sorry, this is tangled up. Hang on a minute. Okay, so everything in my office is a mess. So let's get this. Just want to make sure that that is dry because we're about ready to go over it with another transfer. And actually, you know what? I forgot to fuzz these. So it doesn't need as much fuzzing when you've already used the transfer. The reason why we fuzz it is so that the transfer does not stick to your board that you're working with. Okay. This looks pretty good. So now I'm going to use the larger. Actually, I think I need another chalk that has a little bit more. Let's mix this up. I'm going to add a little water. So anytime your chalk is a little bit hard, you can add some water to loosen it up. So that is what I just did. So I think that I can combine these two jars because I got a couple of them that are nearing the end. All right, this looks pretty good. And here's my larger squeegee. Okay, here we go. Need a little bit more paste here. It's kind of hard to get on today. I think it's the issue is the squeegee and just not enough chalk, but we're getting it. I'm just going to pull this up a little bit because we want to make sure we grab it as soon as it's done. Do the boards come in the kit or just the chalk and transfers? You also get some boards. You get a really nice board. You get one of our more expensive boards. And then you get a smaller board. And then you also get the chalk and the transfers. So it's a really good deal. It gives you everything that you need to get going. All right, I think the issue is my squeegee here. But we're getting it. There we go. Voila! It's beautiful. Okay, so we are done with the white. So I'm putting all of the transfers in water because you want to make sure that you stick it in water while you are finishing your project. And that way it can be soaking until you're ready to clean it off. And then we get it all cleaned off with water. So we're going to use a sponge underwater, and that'll get it all real clean. Okay, so let's clean this board off and make sure it's dry. Okay, that looks pretty good. What do you guys think so far? Okay, now I'm going to use this sunflower block And I have to try to figure out how to do this because I want it to be, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll just fill in the whole thing. I think I'm going to take my placement tape. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so I think that I'm going to take the placement tape and put it down like that just to make sure that I don't go over it. That looks pretty good. Okay, I think that'll work. All right, now I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, so you guys get to learn with me. So this will be fun. So see, I guess what my question is that this is a block and I'm working with the square. So you can see, or I mean, I'm working with the circle, so you can see my dilemma. Hey Jody, thanks for joining us. So that's just what I have to try to figure out here. But I'm just going to play around with it and see what we got. Okay. So we're just fuzzing it now. We want to fuzz this real good because it's a brand new transfer. I'll do it one more time. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna have to do this in, I'm probably gonna have to clean the transfer as I go because it's whenever you get the chalk inside the transfer, it dries it up and then the silk screen part, like you can't get the chalk down onto the surface, so you have to do it again. So that's just kind of what I'm working with here. All right, so let's see, this one is the Bumblebee. And this is going to be a real nice color. It'll be perfect for the summer. And actually, I think that I want to use my big tool. Not sure where that went. Hang on a second. I found it. Okay. All right, here we go. Kind of there we go. All right, so let's stir this up real good. Okay, we're ready. So I'm just going to dab it on in different areas. And then I'm going to use my little guy here and we're going to spread it on. Okay, now I'm going to finish it off. Are you guys even able to see me? So I am able to see that placement tape underneath here, which is good because I'm not going to go over it. So I'm not going to run into the home part. So I see that we're going to have to do this in a number of different sections. So let me pull this off and see what we have. Is it beautiful? I think it's beautiful. Here, let me put this here. Okay, so here's the problem. It's in a square, so I think what I can do is move this over this way and then just not go over. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this all out. This is gonna be kind of crazy. Hey, Crystal. Okay, I'm going to wash this transfer off. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. This was not dry yet, and I put the transfer over it, and now I have a little fuzz there. Oh. I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, well, let me just dry this. I might take that off completely. In the meantime, I need to take this off. And I hate doing that because I had it tied in a knot just perfectly. Let's see. I had this knotted up pretty good. Here we go. This part's in a real tight knot. Hey, Jennifer. Yes, this is the Bumblebee Yellow. Okay. Okay, the burlap is off. Now, I'm going to have to redo this yellow part. I totally messed that up. So, let's go ahead and clean this up. You guys get to watch me. This is how we erase boards. If you want to start over and do something new, you can totally erase it. If you make a mistake, you can erase it. So there's all kinds of great things that you can do because you can erase it. So that's the beauty of Chalk Couture, is that it's totally erasable. Now, if you want to use the inks, that is not erasable. Okay, whoa, I have made a complete mess over here. Yeah, I've torched my little tablecloth here. Torched it. Okay, so let me get this erased. All right, so now let's put that aside for a minute. And let me grab some parchment paper. Okay, this is parchment paper. And I'm just going to clean this off. This works much better in a sink but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to do it here. All right, I'm having all kinds of troubles today. This is not at all working the way I wanted it to. I think I need some paper towels. And I have just completely torched my tablecloth here. Okay, so I'm going to use instead some Clorox wipes. We're going to give that a try. Oops. So this was a good solution, but the problem is I'm going to have to do this 4 or 5 times to get it completely right. Oh. Okay. So that is that. Now I'm going to dry it off. Okay. Ugh. All right, time to start over. I better put something underneath here because, you know, I have that design on the other side. Hey, Lisa. I have this, what my husband calls a Christmas design on the other side, so I don't want to mess that up. All right, so here we go. We're going to try this again. I'm not sure the exact best way to do this, but I think this actually is going to work pretty well if I start in the middle and then go from there. Okay. I think let's just use this small one here. And I'm going to go from left to right, and that way I can pull the transfer up as I go, because I want to make sure that nothing is sticking to the transfer. I promise you, this is going to be gorgeous when it's done. It's just a matter of getting it. This is going to be a really pretty summer design, which is coming mighty fast. I can't believe how fast it's coming. All right, let's just pull this up. And then I'm just going to lay it back down and keep working. So that's drying as I work. But you gotta get the transfer up as you work. Okay, we're almost done with this part. Voila. Okay, now I'm going to just bring it right over. Oh, dang it. I did it again, folks. I took it over and I did not wait for it to dry. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm just going to dry it now. Okay, and I have a couple of splotches here that I'm not sure if you guys are able to see. A couple splotches over here that I need to fix up. Okay, I think that I can go over this again once it's done. Actually, I might try to do that right away. I feel like I'm in such a pickle. Let's see. I'm gonna use the paper towel again to clean it off. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. I do think it's pretty. It's gonna be gorgeous when it's done. It's just, it's a tricky one. I'm gonna stick, gosh, this is not easy today. So this magic eraser, it's like a magic eraser, but it's more potent. It's more magical than a magic eraser. So I need to get some more paper. Well, by the time I get to the bottom of this, I'm going to be an expert at it. And you guys can watch all of my mess ups, and then that way when you go to do it later, you won't mess up at all, because you'll know exactly what not to do. Slowly but surely, we're getting this cleaned off. Okay. We're almost done. All right, so now that we have it pretty cleaned off, I'm gonna dry it and do it again. Okay, so, but first, I want to clean up the mess that I made over here. See how I got chalk all over there? So that can easily be wiped off. Actually, I think now I've figured out how to do this. I could just take the transfer and do it in like quarters. So I know that doesn't make sense, but you'll see what I'm talking about once I get there. So I can take this transfer and just bring the whole thing over like this. And actually, I think I'm gonna try to line it up. I don't think I can line it up, but we might have some overlap. It'll just have to do. Okay, here we go. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like over on that left side because of that overlap. I'm going to pull it. Oh yeah, we have overlap, but it might be all right. I need some more chalk. Almost done. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, so what we have here is a little overlap there in the middle, but I'm just gonna not worry about that. Okay. Okay, so I think for the sake of time, I'm going to do this top portion here, and then I'm going to finish it later. A larger squeegee work better. Yes, it would, Misty, but my squeegee feels a little, it feels kind of broken down, so it's not all that strong. Okay, so I need to clean this off again, so that's what I'm saying. So for the sake of time, oh good, I'm glad you can't see that. For the sake of time, I'm going to do the bottom portion later, and then I'm going to post that to the page because it could take me a little bit of time, and I want to clean up these transfers. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and quit now, but I want to show it to you guys because it does look pretty cool. Isn't that beautiful? Hey Paula, thanks for joining us. So I need to finish that little corner, and then I need to finish the bottom. So it's gonna be, hey Casey. Yeah, so this will be really cool because then so I have a summer design, and then I can just flip it over and I have Christmas over there. Okay. All right, well, guys, I'm sorry that I had so many mess ups, but I don't think it's a huge big deal. And thank you for joining me. And make sure that you, I'm going to have to finish this up over the rest of the day. Make sure that you look at the end of the comments where I have, I post the final project. And then also make sure that you go into my online boutique. It's called Chalkin' with Shay Online Boutique. and there you can see the finished product. So lots of ways you can see it. If anybody is interested in anything, let me know if you're interested in joining, or if you're interested in doing this on a monthly basis with our subscription program, or if you're just interested in purchasing some of these products. If you guys comment, if you guys are interested, I will have a bundle deal for you. So I will sell you this board, the chalk to go with it, all of the pieces that you need to complete this whole project. I will give you a discount. So if you send me a message, I will offer you a discount on this whole project. So let me know if that's something you want. Send me a message and I will give that to you. So hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for joining, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.